Good afternoon, everyone. Meister Keen here, and welcome to another episode of Lodestar News Network, where we condense the month's notable player events and happenings for you to enjoy. Earlier this month, the Starbase dev faction Empire released a statement condemning the YouTuber faction KBots over alleged infractions and piracy done by presumed KBots member Quevin. The Empire statement read, quote, "The Empire is unable to guarantee the safety of its allies in the presence of KBot operations or the defense of its assets," end quote. Empire stated that they will not intervene when their allies are attacked by KBots, but would be seeking out and destroying the KBots when and where they could. This effective declaration of war confused many members of the community, as the pirate Quevin is not a member of the KBots Corporation. Quevin had long since made statements to the effect that they would work with the KBots in-game once they had closed alpha access. However, since Quevin has gained access to the game, they have instead been operating independently under the corporation Stroopwafel Incorporated. Many members of the community echoed this fact, among them KBot's leader Kenator. The Empire at first issued no retraction nor any official reply at all, instead continuing in a state of war with the KBots for several weeks. The situation was a mixture of misunderstanding and miscommunication. Internal sources believe an internal culture of dislike toward the KBots prevented the Empire from using diplomatic channels to resolve the situation, as they simply preferred a state of war no matter the reason. Kenator was eventually forced to bypass normal diplomatic channels by going straight to Emperor Lowry himself to sort out the situation. After weeks of conflict and stonewalling by Empire diplomats, Kenator prevailed upon the Emperor himself to end the conflict and retract the statement that had led to war between the factions. The Empire released a new statement saying they had reached a peaceful agreement with the KBots. However, we note that the Empire made no admission of fault, nor did it acknowledge that there was any mistake in the first place. Although the initial conflict has ended, we are left with questions about the nature of relations between the Empire and KBots in the future, and whether this incident will bruise these factions' image going into the future. In other news, murder on the moon! After 70 hours of real-time flight, an intrepid RDF member joined the community of daring explorers to have made the trip to one of the distant moons of Eos. However, his journey was cut short, as he was almost immediately murdered by Messier Astaroth, leader of the pirate clan Cobrastan Collective. Astaroth proceeded to swap the RDF flag out for one of his own, and to desecrate the victim's body and ship. We can only expect more such deadly encounters as more and more explorers go seeking adventure among the far moons. It is advised that real-time video streaming be avoided if you wish to arrive safely at the moons. Broadcasting your location may result in more such deadly ambushes. In one of the brighter highlights this month, Redwood Industries, the faction of YouTube celebrity Captain Jack, has joined the ever-growing Federation of Clans Lodestar. Lodestar holds firm to its purpose as the protectors of the larger Starbase community. The Alliance is steadfastly preparing for the inevitable invasions of large warlike clans, and as such is always looking for prospective factions to join its ranks. A link to the public Discord is in the description below. In lighter news, late this month, the RDF decided to merge with fellow Lodestar faction ALR, becoming a combined faction known as Alpha Legion Red Regiment. They have also updated their logo for the occasion. The newly combined force has decided to give the moons another shot, and a new expedition has set sail to the next moon in the system, this time wisely avoiding broadcasting their exact location as they go. As of now, they have successfully arrived, and they have named their new moon Red Lyrium. In tech news, prominent Lodestar member Lunar has released a new configurable YOLOL tool to the public, one he claims shows how much time you have before your ship runs out of various resources. Link in the description below. That's all for this month's recap. Going forward, if you have any news you would like to submit for next month's video, please drop it in our anonymous news drop found in the Lodestar public Discord. link in the description below. If you would like to become a sponsor of LNN, you may have a brief ad placed in our future broadcasts. Please join our Discord server for details. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Starbase community and political updates, and we will see you next month here at Lodestar News Network. Thank you, and good night.